Joining us now, Harvard Law visiting faculty member and former prosecutor Vinoo. Vinoo, we appreciate you coming on. You heard Caroline Leavitt. Is this going to the Supreme Court? What do you think about it?
I think so. He has to go through one other appellate level above this court. And then depending on what happens there, if he loses, if the Trump administration loses, I imagine that they will take a order to the Supreme Court.
Vinoo, outline the argument for us that President Trump is going to make against Harvard, and what do you think is the strongest aspect of this potential argument?
The issue that he's making regarding the Court of International Trade is that he has the authority to do this. So if we're talking about that, that's he's got the authority, he has the right under the law that he imposed, the International Economic Powers Act, and that's what he's trying to get forward.
Vinoo, just talk about the fact that these judges have intervened on really what's an economic matter here. Congress, do they got to get involved? Talk about the powers that be and how this is going to work out.
So it's a unique court. It's a 15-minute walk from my office on Wall Street. To be honest with you, didn't know that much about it. You don't really hear about it much, but it has the exclusive power to deal with issues arising from tariffs. And so it was a 3-judge panel, one of whom was appointed by Trump, and one appointed by Reagan, and one appointed by Obama. What are the odds of getting those 3 guys to agree on anything? But they have the right to hear it. They're saying that Congress can only deal with tariffs. Trump used imposed a law, the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, the IEEPA, to impose these tariffs, and saying he doesn't have the authority to do that. So, this will be an interesting battle, and we'll see what happens. He still has a conservative supermajority on the court, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I touch on both Harvard and this case because we've been seeing a lot with respect to injunctions. And President Trump has experienced more injunctions in February than Joe Biden did over his entire tenure. So can you explain to us how this tool has really been used to weaponize the judicial system as well as push back against so many of President Trump's policies?
So it's a couple things there. One is that President Trump so far is about to blow his own record for the use of executive orders in his first 5 months, than he did in 4 years in his first term. The other thing to consider is the courts stopped Biden 14 times. So that's, the important thing to consider. If the next president is a Democrat, do you want to be able to take away certain powers from the president? So that's the larger question. And the decision, or the court, we're waiting for this decision. 2 weeks ago, the U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments from the Trump administration as to whether a judge can issue nationwide injunctions. This is a little different with the trade because you're talking about a 3-judge panel with a very limited, very small focus on tariffs. So, we'll see what happens. I think it'll be very interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot to digest here, but appreciate it that you broke it down. Vinoo, thank you.